Good afternoon. This is Corby Dickerson, meteorologist with the National Weather Service in Missoula, Montana, and I'm here with your planning briefing. So here are some key points to consider as we go through the upcoming week of weather. So basically from this point, Sunday afternoon through Monday evening, we're going to be seeing some periods of light snow. Then Tuesday, the light snow continues over northwest Montana, but elsewhere snow looks like it's going to subside. On Wednesday, light snow spreads across much of north central Idaho and western Montana. And then Thursday, New Year's Eve, has the potential for a heavier snow event across north central Idaho and along the Idaho-Montana border. By Friday, the snow gradually tapers off through the day, and then a little outlook for the weekend. Looks like lower chances for snow. Could be quite cold on Saturday. We'll have to see how that shakes out as the week goes on. So here is the upper level pattern. We're basically stuck under this really large upper level trough. It's a cold trough, and when we get under these types of troughs, it doesn't really bode well for us to pick up lots of precipitation, lots of snowfall. It's more of a 1 to 2 inch here, 2 to 3 inches here, 4 inches there, and then another 1 inch there. The color on this is the jet stream, and so you can see how it's diving farther south. And as it goes farther south, it's taking most of the moisture and energy associated with the weather systems out west, down across California and the Great Basin, and even down into the desert southwest. So it doesn't mean we're high and dry, but it gives us less chances of precipitation. And as you can see, this is pretty much the pattern throughout the week. Now, the chances for snow are a bit more subtle, and they tend to come with a bit of more complex forecast difficulty. So I'll kind of hone in on a couple of those as we move forward. Now, this is showing the cold temperatures. This is near surface temperatures as depicted by the model. And this is basically just showing us where that Arctic boundary is setting up and how the Arctic boundary evolves throughout the week. So these surface pressure lines, as they tighten, that kind of indicates where that temperature gradient, that wind gradient exists. So you can see as we move into the middle of the week, it kind of weakens, and then as we move towards the end of the week, it actually starts to bring more cold air down towards the Continental Divide and out of Canada towards Idaho and Montana, with Saturday morning likely being one of our colder mornings of the forecast period. So we're places up north like Kalispell, you're going to be pretty much continuously in the Arctic boundary, or it's going to ebb and flow in and out of the valley throughout much of the week. The strongest push of that cold air should be today through Monday, but there could be an additional surge of it later in the week if the models prove true. So we'll see what happens. Here's our weather threat matrix looking out throughout the week. So tomorrow, the key focus is going to be northwest Montana and west central Montana. It's, the whole gamut of fun winter weather experiences, from cold and snow to blowing snow and wind, and bitterly cold temperatures are what we're expecting. Lesser impacts, but still the potential for some low impacts elsewhere across north central Idaho and southwest Montana and Lemhi County. Tuesday, by and large, looks like our quote-unquote nicer day of the week, with minimal impacts expected in Idaho and southwest Montana and Lemhi County. There'll still be some light snow, and temperatures will be on the much colder side of things, but generally speaking, the threat for light snow, and even then it's a low-impact event, northwest Montana, west central Montana. You can see as the colors change as we move into Wednesday, Thursday, and even on New Year's Eve, Friday, north central Idaho looks really favorable for snow starting Wednesday and continuing all the way through a good part of Friday. Could be some cold. There's a model solution out there that would suggest the Arctic may come down through Washington on Thursday, but that's an outsider at this time, so we're going to have to keep watching that to see if that changes. Regardless of which solution you believe, by Thursday it looks like a good snow event for north central Idaho, northwest Montana, and west central Montana. So here are some point forecasts, just kind of giving you a look at what the 6-hourly snowfall forecast is for different places. This is Swan Lake. You know, they're not entirely in the Arctic, but they're kind of right on the edge of the Arctic. It's really hard to get that cold air down into the Swan and all the way down the Sealy Valley. And this push hasn't been nearly as favorable for that. But you can see the snow today, then it tapers off for Monday, and then it picks back up a little bit on Tuesday, and then it tapers off, and then it picks back up as we move towards Thursday. Kind of a similar trend here on Lookout Pass. You know, we got the snow today that continues through tomorrow morning, and then kind of a brief break with some more snow returning Tuesday into Wednesday, then a brief break, and then the bigger event looks like it's later Wednesday and definitely Thursday at this point. Lolo Pass, very similar story. You know, persistent light snow today, and then, you know, some lighter amounts expected tomorrow and again on Tuesday, but not really anything too exciting. But then things start to pick back up again later in the week. Idaho is where things will be particularly interesting. There's really good favorable flow under this cold atmosphere that suggests that, you know, midweek we could see some, you know, lighter snow, but particularly later in the week. You can see the end of the period there, that 2.4 inches. That's kind of the beginning of the next storm system, and it looks pretty decent. And then Lost Trail Pass to kind of illustrate how much of these systems are going to miss Lemhi County, southwest Montana, the southern Bitterroot. It's just not a real favorable snow pattern for those areas. Not to say they won't get any snow, but not very favorable. So this is a chance of precipitation Thursday and Friday. So basically starting Wednesday night, going through Thursday and Friday evening. You can kind of see how it increases, and the focus, the darker greens, kind of localized along the Idaho-Montana border, the Idaho Panhandle, and then down into north central Idaho, and Clearwater counties. There are a lot of places that'll likely get some snow, but the focus for the heaviest amounts of snow right now looks like it's going to be along the Idaho-Montana border and the adjacent mountains. So we'll bring further updates out as we move through the week, and we'll definitely talk about it on our Thursday briefing, if not sooner. Giving you a perspective on the rest of the weekend and into the next week, we've got above normal precipitation chances and continued below normal temperature trends. It's really impressive troughing. Looks like it will continue into the weekend and into the next week. Big questions are, how cold will it get, and, you know, how much more snow could we get? If the jet stream starts to track back farther to the north, with all this cold air in place, we could be setting ourselves up for some decent snow in that first week of January. We'll just have to hold on and see what happens next. Once again, here are your threat matrix for this upcoming week. It, you know, looks like a little bit Monday, a little bit Wednesday, but that Thursday, Friday time frame, that looks like what we're going to be focusing on as we hone in on the details of the forecast for this week. As always, you can call us for more details. This is our phone number. You can also shoot us an email, but we prefer the phone. Love to chat with you guys, answer any specific questions you might have. Thank you so much. We hope you had a wonderful, absolutely fantastic holiday, a Merry Christmas, and a very happy New Year upcoming later this week.